Hello, and welcome back to Fuck This Stupid Piece of Shit Microphone. And the last part, I had to re-record all of the Legend 3 video with post-commentary. And in this part, despite this being the third UDONGEIN X video that I recorded today, for some reason the microphone decided to just fucking turn off for the third episode. So, yep, it's a 30-minute episode of me playing UDONGEIN X. I did 2 stages, and now I have to do post-commentary because my commentary stopped because the microphone turned off because fuck me! Anyway, what the fuck do I talk about? I gotta talk about something for 30 minutes while this game plays, because, you know, I talked about something for 30 minutes while I was playing the game, but now it's gone because the microphone turned off, despite the fact that it was my third recording in a row, and I have no idea why the microphone suddenly started to turn off when it didn't turn off for the first 2 recordings before that. This is great. I fucking love when this happens for no fucking reason. What a great piece of software. Yeah, the microphone just turns off for no reason. Anyway, I started with Yuugi, because... Oh yeah, and I jumped into a pit here, because I thought that was ground. It was not ground. But, yeah. But I only ended up doing 2 stages this part, because, it took forever for me to do the first stage. And then the second stage also took a while, because it's like a bunch of mini-bosses with two fucking, UFOs. Anyway, yeah, I was going to... Man, I was in a decent mood last recording. Now I'm pissed off because after this post-recording, I was planning on at least, like, doing all the main stages in one recording session, but after this, I might be done. I don't know if I'm gonna be in the mood for the last 2 stages of recording today, or the Wily stages. But, yep, I don't know. Yeah, I'm having to do post-commentary again. I mean, at least, I think with this video, unlike the Linen 3 video, I'm pretty sure I talked about a bunch of stuff, and I wasn't able to remember most of it. I did not talk about much stuff during this, because a lot of it was me being really pissed off. I die a lot in this stage because of these goddamn, evil spirit things. They just like, follow you, and then they kill you, and then, like, you go backwards and they respawn, because that's something I don't like about Mega Man games, is that the enemies respawn all the goddamn time. So you'll, like, kill one enemy, and then you'll go a couple feet ahead, and then fight another enemy, and you'll, like, go backwards a bit to try to help fight that enemy, and then the enemy before you respawn. So that happens, like, all the time in this stage. So I'm pretty sure I'm here for at least, like, 10 minutes. Just going through this stage over and over again. So yeah, I guess a thing I can talk about, because the microphone's on, isn't it? It better be. I don't see a cross there. I guess it was there last time. I didn't see it. I can't believe it's happening again. Basically, I started talking about this thing, and then I never finished because I had to keep focusing on the game. It was I did that PCB edit video a couple days. Probably got uploaded a couple days ago. By this point. When I'm recording this, it's supposed to be uploaded tomorrow. But I started talking about, you know, the musical choices I made, because that's a thing I like to do. Yes, look at this bullshit. Look at this! They just fucking swarm you. They don't go away. They just don't go away. Until they do. And I'm pretty sure they went away at that point. It's just, I don't like this stage very much, but I've already beaten it, and I'm gonna play it again. But I have to watch myself play it again, because fuck this microphone. Yeah, I started talking about the music choices that I made, and then I never finished. I got to, like, stage 3, and then I stopped because I had to focus on fighting Nue. Yeah, I guess I'll just have that whole conversation again, but actually, like, say the whole thing this time. So, yeah, I'll be honest. I might put this in the description, I might not. I haven't uploaded yet, so I don't know. But I'll be honest, the whole reason I even made that PCB edit video is because I wanted to put the Sex and Minecraft joke in. And the reason why it needed to be PCB in order for that to happen is because PCB Stage 4, if you didn't know, is the longest stage in all of Touhou. It's 4 minutes long, and there's nothing you could possibly do to make it shorter than that, because the game just, like, makes you wait until, like, the 4-minute mark by the time you get to the end of the stage. It's, like, ridiculous. So that's the longest amount of time that I could sneak in Sex and Minecraft into Touhou. All 4 minutes of it is very important. So that was I made that edit for stage 4, and I giggled. I thought it was funny. But other than that, like, all the other ideas came afterwards. And one of the ideas I had, you know, I was just going through my video game playlists. I was thinking, what should I do for stage 1? and I saw that I had some music from Child of Light. You know what Child of Light is? It's a game that exists. It's like an RPG, turn-based RPG, and I played it once a long time ago. I don't really remember much about it. You're like a princess. You gotta go like save your father from your evil stepmother or something. But anyway, the game had really good music, and I decided to put a theme from that in stage 1. Some like calm piano theme from that game. Because the thing about PCB stage 1 is unlike, you know, like Touhou 16 stage 1. PCB stage 1 is very nice and relaxing. So I figured that nice piano theme would fit pretty well. And unfortunately, you know, PCB stage 1 is pretty short, so I wasn't able to like fit much of it in. It'd be cut off pretty quickly, but at least I put some of it in. That was that one. And then for Letty White Rock, whose species name I still can't remember. It's a thing I did during the recording that no longer exists because it didn't record my voice, where I made a bit about how I can't remember what Letty is, and I still can't. She's something. She's a species, I think, Frostlass is based off the species too. Yokai species, like Snowly or something. Letty White Rock, the theme I chose for her was from the Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door remakes. You know, the hit game Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door for the GameCube. Well-renowned Mario game. It got a remake recently, and one of the gimmicks, one of the things that remake did was it added like unique unique variations to the main battle theme in every like chapter. And in chapter 7, you like you briefly go to this wintry place before you go to the moon. So it actually doesn't last that long. It's kind of surprising they made their own like variation for this chapter, because it's literally like a couple screens where you fight enemies, and then the rest of the chapter takes place somewhere completely different where that music doesn't play, but they did. And for this particular chapter theme, it's like, it sounds wintry and stuff, so you know, I thought, yep, that would be a good thing. I have to talk for 23 more minutes. This better be recording my voice. If it's not, if I find out this microphone is not recording my voice, even though it very clearly does not have a check on it, I'm not cross it right now, I think I'm going to quit life. But, yeah, stage 2. Stage 2, I chose the overworld theme from Final Fantasy VI, and it's in fact the only theme from Final Fantasy VI that I know, and the only reason I know it at all is because Vineyard Vinesauce himself. I watched his playthrough of Minecraft a couple years ago, and sometimes when he played through that, when he had the parts where he'd like go exploring the world of Minecraft, he would play the Final Fantasy VI music, the overworld theme. And I thought that was a nice theme, so I added it to my playlist. And then while looking through the video game music, I was like, you know, that would probably fit stage 2. Pretty good amount, probably. Because, you know, in stage 2 of PCB, you go to like the place with Chen's at, like mystical place and stuff, I think. And I thought the music from Final Fantasy VI fit it pretty well. Yep, as you can see, I went back like a couple steps to fight the spirit, and the other spirit showed back up again, because that's cool. And then Chen. Oh yeah, I have to tell this whole story again. So here's the thing, this is video game. This is person, you may or may not have heard of him. It's called the Angry Video Game Nerd. You might not have heard of him, it's been a bit of an obscure name, you know. You might not know what I'm talking about, I need to really clarify here. Yeah, that guy. He had a video game once called AVG and Adventures. It's apparently like really hard. I never played it, but it also had a sequel called AVG and Adventures 2. And I have played that one. I actually bought it on Steam and played through it once. I'm pretty sure I beat it. And I remember it being like decently hard, but it definitely probably wasn't as hard as the first one if I was able to beat it when I'm not good at 2D platforms. But anyway, the sequel is called AVG and Adventures 2 Assimilation. Assimilation? Get it? Because ass is your video game nerd. It's funny. And apparently, I found this out later, apparently there was like a bundle at some point called like AVG and Adventures 1 and 2 that had like both the games in it. And it wasn't just like a bundle of 2 games. It also like added extra content, and apparently one of the extra content was it added like Bugs Bunny. Or it might have not been Bugs Bunny, considering that was a sold product. It was probably like bootleg, Buggy the rabbit or something. Probably some bootleg thing. I don't think they would actually have the rights to put Bugs Bunny in a game. But anyway, the track for like the rabbit, whatever they ended up using, I never actually saw this. I'm just basing this off the fact that they had music. It's called Rabbit Season, and the track Rabbit Season is just the normal boss theme from that game. Mixed with penis music. And if you don't know what penis music is, it was a meme that was going on for a while. It was this really wacky sounding song. I don't know what the actual name of the song is. But it was this wacky sounding song and people called it penis music. Oh yeah, that was the funny thing. The end was like right there. That happens on the next stage too, where I realized that I was like dying over and over again at a place that was right next to the stage. Alright, I have to read this. What do you think you're doing with that rabbit? Why, showing her a proper welcome. She only arrived here. After all, I'm not doing the Yuugi voice ever again, by the way. Can't you see? You're hurting her? How about I entertain you in exchange for the girl? Wahaha, will you now? You're new here, too, aren't you? So be it. Yep, this is Yuugi. She has this gimmick where she can stop your shots with her hand or something. She throw rock because she speaks through funny. But yeah, anyway, the joke was, cross is still not there. It says turn microphone off when I hover on it. That means the microphone is currently on, yes? Which means you can hear me, right? I get so paranoid when I do this, because if I find out that this recording was also a waste of time, I'm just going to fucking use it. So, you know, hopefully I start recording me, but anyway, penis music. Yep, that's what that theme is. It's penis music mixed with the AVG and boss battle theme, and I thought I could use that for Jen, because the funny thing about Jen is he's a fucking goober that spins all over the place. And I thought that would be fitting music, so I put that. And then, stage 3, I chose some ominous sounding, Silent Hill music. I think it was called True from Silent Hill 2. And I chose that because the thing about stage 3 and PCB, it's all, like, mysterious and stuff, because you don't know where the fuck you are, and it still to this day doesn't explain where you actually are on that stage. That's why people call it the Alice Zone. Anyway, it's, like, spooky and stuff, because the background is kind of, like, ominous looking. I guess, I don't know. And I just thought it would fit, so I put that. And then I'll be honest, Alice's theme was like the biggest asshole out of the entire one. It was the closest to I like this theme and I want to download it, so I'm gonna put it in this video. That was the entire video, and that was Flock. It's a game that exists, and it has a boss theme. And the boss theme is cool, so I put it in Alice's theme. And my justification for it is, you know, stage 3 had spooky music, and the Flock boss theme starts, oh yeah, I barely killed Yuugi here. She was about to kill me, and then I killed her at the last second. Wahahaha, I like you. Feel free to visit the former capital anytime. I'll, think about that. Yeah, I get, like, power here, and I think I ultimately end up deciding that I don't end up spending this 1 power, and then I get another power in the next stage, and I decide to just save up for the one thing in the shop that's worth 3 powers, so I don't end up buying anything from the shop this episode. I go to Nue because Sage is probably dumb and flips something, and then Tenchi from other games, I know people, when her stage, likes to just have bottomless pits because she's Airman, lol. So I decided to go to Nue. You are going to Myorin Temple. Nue Ujue. Yeah, think about the Flock theme. It starts out kind of ominous. It has like a laugh in the background. It sounds spooky and Halloweeny, and that fits with the fact that the stage 3 theme is spooky. But then it gets into Hotline Miami. I mean, super intense stuff. Yep. No, that was the Alice theme. Oh yeah, the music is really weird here for some reason. I don't know why, but it does. And, Yeah, and then stage 4 was sex in Minecraft because funny. And the entire video, that reason that video was even made was for that joke. And then I liked how I edited it because I managed to get enough in it for it to be like right before the Prison River battle starts. It ends by saying sex in Minecraft, it's funny. And then, Merlin. I specifically chose the Sakia replay instead of the other replay. I think I had 2 replays. One of them was the Sakia replay, and one was a Reibu replay. I have no idea how old those replays are, by the way. They're at least 4 years old. Probably older. But yeah, I don't know when those replays were made, so, you know, any mistakes I made in that replay, which I made quite a few of them, you know, they were made by me a very long time ago. So yeah, not really much to say about them. But, yeah, I specifically chose the Saki replay as a Reibu replay, so we could fight Merlin first, and that was because I had a 2-sided idea joke for that. First was, you know, when you first fight the Prison River, you start with the first couple attacks, it's just them before they get the other 2. And I thought it'd be fitting for the section where you fight only Merlin, if it was that one theme from Release the Painful, which is just trumpets. Because I'm not going to spoil anything about Release the Painful, but there's a big plot point where, like, basically the guy you fight during that fight uses a trumpet, so the entire theme is just trumpet. And I thought that would be funny to put with Merlin, because Merlin is a trumpet character, because she played trumpet. And then I thought it'd be great, because you'd have to play it first just fighting Merlin, but then when the other 2 show up, it would switch, and what I would switch it to is, it switched into that one theme from SpongeBob that plays before Sweet Victory plays Band Geeks, and then it plays to Sweet Victory. Because I didn't find this out until semi-recently, is that track that plays before Sweet Victory plays, like the horn song, it's actually like a completely different track. So I had to like edit them together. But then, you know, you'd have like, oh yeah, I make a point here. There's like a 50-50 chance this is a pit of death that will kill you instantly and make fun of you for going out and going to die, or it's a secret. And I decided I wasn't going to try to figure it out, so I just walked away. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I go through this part like many times. I die like right in front of the boss room, like at least 5 times here. This is like the rest of the episode here. Yeah, a good like 10 minutes is spent me dying here over and over again. So, you know, that's great. But, right, so I just thought, you know, you can start with the trumpet theme fighting Merlin, but then when you go to the rest of the Prison Rivers, you can have, like, the trumpety, you can have, like, the horn-sounding theme that goes into Sweet Victory first, because, you know, Merlin's still in front, and then you can have it go to Sweet Victory, because the Prison Rivers are a band. They were part of a band, yes. And then even further in connecting that to Band Geeks is, you know, Band Geeks is the joke is that they're a marching band that's playing Sweet Victory for some reason. And there was a Lost Word event that I only know about because Asprey FM read it, where the Prison Rivers become a marching band. So there you go. The SpongeBob joke is twofold here. Anyway, that was the thing I did for the Prison Rivers. And before I move on, one thing I talked about a bit here during this episode, and it's now gone, so now I need to talk about it again, is, so weird thing about Nue in, like, Touhou is that, like, you know, the other characters in Touhou 12, except for Kogasa, because she's not related to the other characters, but instead, the Stage 2 boss, Kyoko from 13, is related to the other characters. Weird how that works. They're like, you know, they're part of Byakuran's band of goody two-shoes. Gotta promote the peace between the yokai and the human shit, so they're not really allowed to be giant shitheads. Except sometimes Marasa is, depending on how she's portrayed, but other than that, they're not really allowed to be giant shitheads. They kind of have to be, like, nice, but except for Nue, it seems like Nue, she's just like a giant shithead a lot of the time. I guess because she's not, like, technically part of the group, she's just kind of, like, friends with them, I guess. So Nue is a shithead a lot of the time. I'm pretty sure that's the only point I really had there. But anyway, Stage 5, you know, takes place in the Netherworld. So I thought a fitting theme would be the Land of the Living Dead from Rayman 3, because that's also Rayman's version of the Netherworld, and I thought it fit. And then, you know, I had to insert the obvious joke of Jetstream's Dam as Yobu, because it's funny. Anyway, I stare at these pits and spikes for a while, because I was seriously... Yep, it's right here. I die right here like 5 times. The boss door, you see how there's that floor right there? That hole right there? That's where the end of the stage is. And I die at that section where that fairy and that Kadama is. I'm pretty sure I die here at least 3 or 4 times. It's great. Yeah, I'm not very good at this game, I So, record for 10 minutes. We'll see if I'm in the mood to actually play the last 2 stages after I do this recording, because, again, all of this has been recorded the same day so far. So, yeah, I do the obvious Jetstream Dam joke with Yobu. And it was kind of awkward to edit, because, like, the like, upload I found of it to get for the music, was like a really weird extended version, to where like the extended version, it was extended for like longer than the Yomu fight was, and it also didn't play like the ending part of the song into like the last part of the loop, so I had to like edit it in a way to where like the last part of the song would play during the fight. So I ended up having, because of the way I ended up doing that, I ended up having like a couple seconds of complete silence at the end of the fight, and there wasn't really anything I could do about that, while both having a, like, you know, decent start to the track during the fight, and having the whole thing play. So it ended up being a bit weird, but, you know, it's fine. And then, Stage 6, Blood Moon Rising from Lisa the Painful. So it's, you know, 2 Lisa songs. So it ended up being like 2 Mario songs, 2 Lisa songs, you know. A bit of repetition there, but I tried to be mostly unique in the tracks I chose. But there was a bit of repetition there. But I chose that theme because, you know, I'm not going to spoil too much about Lisa the Painful, but basically in that section of Lisa the Painful where that song plays, there's like a holy tree or something. And, you know, PCB is about the tree. So, you know, it made sense to me, so I put that. And then you had Yuuko Part 1. And the thing about Yuuko is, like, I knew exactly what I wanted to do for the second part of Yuuko. But I had no idea what I wanted to do before that, so I literally just, like, was going through Final Boss themes, video games that I had downloaded, and I was like, you know what, this, Adventures End from Dream Team is a pretty good theme, so I put that in. And I was really just there to play until there was enough time left to where the other theme would play to the very end of the video. And that theme was the final spell theme from Len and 2. And I chose that specific track because, I mean, I don't think... The thing about Yuuko is, you know, she has that final spell, and I'm sure she isn't, like, the first character to have, like, a super extra bonus attack at the end of a fight in a shoot 'em up, but she's, like, the one that I'm pretty sure is inspired all the other ones. Because we have all those Touhou fan games that all have final spells, freaking a million of them. And then Len and 2 also has a final spell. The thing about Len and 2 is that it's, despite the fact that I've never actually fucking beaten it, because I don't know how to, that final spell is probably my favorite final spell, just from what I've seen, because it looks really cool, and the music's, like, really good. In fact, I'd say it's the best theme in the entire series. So I thought, you know, it'd be fitting to put that really good Len and 2 final spell theme in the Yuuko fight, which basically is the cause of all the other final spells in existence. You know, I thought I was able to edit it in pretty well. You know, you have it gets real quiet at the part right when the spell ends. And because of that, I ended up having like 3 or 4 seconds of like black screen at the end. But like, there's nothing I really could do for that, because I recorded the replay before I edited the music, and I just happened to have ended the replay a bit too sooner than I should have. But oh well. Anyway, that was the entire edit conversation. Probably would have taken me another 3 episodes to go talk about all that if I was still playing the game, because, yeah, I got to, like, stage 3 while talking about it during this episode, and I had to stop because I had to keep focusing on the game. Is this the stage where I finally beat it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember how long Nue took. I don't think she took that long, so I might actually die again. Die here again. Oh yeah, I spent a while trying to get through this crack, and I never ended up figuring it out. Yeah, you fight Nue here, and not Kogas, the zombie. Yoshika. Yoshi's so happy. That her theme is playing for some reason. Yeah, I don't know if I'll... Yeah, I end up doing the PCB... I'm about to read dialogue here. Yeah, this is the part where I stop and, like, fucking rage about the fact that I basically was right near the end for, like... And if I would just gotten a little bit farther, I would have saved, like, 10 minutes of my life. Just stare at the door a bit, and then walk through. Yep. Hey, that wasn't funny. I know you have a moon rabbit here. Let her go. No way. I'll have to punish her first. All of a sudden, she comes barging in the temple and causes a ruckus. And I get blamed for this. Well, I'll show them. Let me have some fun with her. As if. Yeah, basically, that was the whole conversation about the stage edit for PCB. I did the whole thing this part, and I probably wouldn't have been able to finish that conversation at all if this didn't happen because of how slowly I was getting to the point during the actual recording because I had to keep focusing on the game. But anyway, yeah, I ended up doing like the PCB edit like not long after the Touhou 16 edit just because I had the funny idea for stage 4. But I don't really have, like, I don't know if I'll end up doing any more edits because, I don't know. I'll have to, like, have a really funny idea, and that funny idea will have to make me be motivated enough to edit an entire playthrough. And also the fact, it also depends on the game, because, like, it's not that big of a deal for me to edit, like, from what I remember, not counting what I've done so far, 6, 8, 10, or done 10, 6, 8, 11, 12, 18. Yeah, and that's it. Those are the only ones where I have replays that I haven't uploaded yet, so I could just, you know, use them for an edit video. Whereas with all the other games, if I want to include a replay that isn't like another replay that I've already uploaded on my channel, I have to play through the game again. And you know, that's a taller order for some games than it is for other ones. Like, if I want to do an edit for 13, I'd have to play through the whole game again. That's not that big of a deal, because it's just all 13, who cares? But if I want to do an edit for 14, I have to play through 14 again. And if I end up doing that, I'd probably just play on easy mode, because I never want to play 14 on normal mode again. Never again! Anyway, how much was less than this? 2 minutes! I managed to find something to talk about for that long. So would you be surprised if I ran out of things to talk about? Here I am, dying to Nue, his boss. It's a bit annoying. Anyway, look at my recording software, you can see it. You can see the video, because I'm talking over a video. Look at Raisin's, like, hair. Sometimes when I look at Raisin's sprite, I like get confused a bit, and it looks like her hair there is like a giant eyelash. You seen it? Is this the attempt where I beat Nue? I don't know. We'll see. Seem to be doing pretty good so far. Come on. I'm about to die, and she's also about to die, but who will die first? Who knows? Come on. There we go. Ugh. Hey, at least help me clean up this mess before everyone gets back. Sorry, not my problem. must have been talking about something while I was on that screen for so long. What? I get 2p, but then I decide not to use p, because I decide to save for 3p. I think I made this point before, how in the shop it's hard to tell what is an upgrade that only gets upgraded once, and what's an upgrade that has, like, multiple stages. Because, like, the first two upgrades, they, like, went to level 1, whereas other upgrades, it immediately went to level max, because it's only one upgrade, doesn't have stages. Anyway, like, I can stop the recording now, I don't need to go to the very end, but anyway, in the next part, I'll do the last two stages, and I might record that now, or I might record that later, who knows, bye.